Hi everybody. So we're continuing to work on the side pieces for the tail cone slash baggage area wall-ish thing. In the last video we started prepping up these pieces. You can see we've got them cleat-coat up and we're ready to rivet on the nut plates. So exciting. So one thing that's a bit of a pain in the butt, it's a little bit of a palaver, is the space in the hangar, right? And I've talked about this before. My brother has said it. What's the most valuable thing you have in your shop? Space, right? If you look past me behind my back there, on the other side of the hangar, you see what? You see wings, tail cone. Over on the side, there's, the horizontal stabilizer, all the control services. There's a monster fuselage next to me. And this is in a hangar that, has planes in it all the time. So once this thing goes together, it's going to be a little bit interesting. And Paul, a buddy of mine, wanted me to talk about this. Putting these pieces together will actually help that. So I'm excited. So we're all good. We're good there. The other thing he asked was talking about the engine and avionics. So avionics, it's ironic. I'm actually working on some right now, and I don't mean like right now, like today. I mean like right now. I'm sitting at my desk, and I've got wires everywhere. I've got a heat shrink gun. I got a heat gun. I got pins. I've got D-sub connectors. I'm working on something a little special. But back to the task at hand. So, one thing that we may have messed up with, and here's a very important lesson when you're doing these steps in the plans. The instructions are a little, I don't want to say vague, and they're not really misleading. I'm just an idiot. So, on these brackets, there's two instructions, right? Dimple the number 40 holes and dimple the number 30 hole where noted. So, the number 30 hole says dimple flush forward side. Right? How easy is that to understand? It's going to be flush on the forward side of that piece. Then it says, dimple all the number 40 holes for the nut plates. Great. And it says flush opposite side. Well, let me tell you, folks. Opposite side does not mean opposite side from the number 30 hole. It means the opposite side from the side that it's pointing to, which is also the forward side. I didn't get that at the time, so we just dimpled away, and then we riveted all the nut plates on, and then we held them up to the side, and I said, fuck. So, that means drilling them all out. So, I got my little punch right there, and and the side pieces weren't enough. I also screwed up the top piece. So there's three pieces, the sides and the top. So I had to drill them all out, re-dimple them. And don't forget, you are allowed to re-dimple something once. More than that, you weaken the metal too much. Now, this isn't really a load-bearing piece so much as it more is, it's just an access port to the tail cone. So I wasn't too worried about it. I mean, I'm still pissed off. But then I looked at it and I saw what the price of these things were. So, you know what? Let's re-dimple it. And all came out well. But, in the grand scheme of things, that means nothing, because here we go, folks. What you're about to see... okay, so before I get all weird about it. Here we are just fitting them up. So I've fluted the sides, because it tells you to flute the flanges, make sure it sits straight before you do anything else. Well, they did. So now, prepare. Here we are, getting the tail cone out from the back. Cue the music. Look at that. My God. 2 years, 2 months, and 24 days is how long it's been since I've started this build process. And yeah, you do the wings and it looks great. You do the control surfaces and you're like, how quaint. But it's not until everything gets matched up that you really start to appreciate it. So here I'm starting to work on actually something that I'm going to talk about in the next video. So thank you for joining me. In the next video, we put this shit together. So see you soon.